bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
5 yards remain on second down. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 39 on third.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and goal. Brady. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Ryan Suckup for the Buccaneers. A 27-yard attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On play action, it's Brady. Brown with his stick skills. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 10. Bears nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. Man open. It's Goodwin.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Brady now on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watch 14, watch 14. No, 66. It's just me and you.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action, Fields. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 32-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A handoff to Fournette. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eight yards to go on second down.
Here we go. 31. 31.
From the gun, it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On second and goal, Brady looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succa, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Succop's kick is good. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now it's Fields. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down. And
shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Levante David able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Brady. This will be caught by Brown.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Evans has it left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he stays up. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Brady now on first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw again on second down. Fields. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian Kirk with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Brady to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Back to throw, Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fields throwing again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?